What if the unseen choice you made in silence has already shaken the cosmos? What if the decision no one witnessed is the reason heaven is leaning closer right now? You are not here by accident. You are not stumbling into random words. You are being called OUT. The proof is simple. This message has found you because you are chosen. Destiny does not arrive with parades. It arrives in whispers that pierce your soul. Right now, your spirit knows. You crossed a threshold that few will ever reach. Life tried to bend you. Life tried to break you. Life tried to bury you. But you refused collapse. Instead, you carried yourself with grace. Grace is not weakness. Grace is strength clothed in gentleness. Grace is choosing purity when the world hands you mud. Grace is holding steady when rage could have burned the room down. And heaven took note. This is not a comfort speech. This is a prophecy. God's smile is already upon you. And when God smiles, the entire atmosphere shifts. Doors that were locked begin to open. Battles that seemed endless begin to fall silent. Favor begins to move like a river toward your life. Understand this. You are no longer being tested just for survival. You are being positioned for impact. Every unseen act of integrity is now shouting in the courts of eternity. Your hidden loyalty has become your crown. Your midnight choices have turned into your dawn. This is why you are here. This is why you feel the fire rising inside you. Because your life is about to demonstrate what happens when God smiles. So stay with me. Every word ahead carries the weight of your destiny. And by the end, you will know why the heavens themselves could not stay silent any longer. Chosen one, hear this with clarity. Destiny does not test you in daylight. It tests you in darkness. The silent test is always the true test. When no one is watching. When no applause is waiting. When compromise looks easier than obedience. That is where the heavens lean in. That is where the unseen scroll is written. You thought you were just enduring another storm. But you were actually standing before the invisible court. And every decision carved your name deeper into the eternal record. You could have collapsed. You could have chosen revenge. You could have drowned in bitterness. But you chose grace. Grace is not soft. Grace is restraint under fire. Grace is silence when accusation screams. Grace is stillness when chaos tempts you to strike. This is why your midnight mattered. Because unseen endurance becomes visible favor. Picture a dam holding back an entire river. It makes no sound. It looks ordinary. But the weight behind it is immeasurable. That is what your soul has been. A silent wall holding back floods that could have destroyed not only you, but generations after you. Do not underestimate that. Do not call it survival. It was alignment. Heaven whispered this one stayed true. Heaven marked this one as trustworthy. That is why the weight on your name has increased. Because integrity under pressure creates capacity. Capacity for more blessing. Capacity for more influence. Capacity for more responsibility. The silent test was not to break you. It was to prove you. Understand this clearly. The applause of crowds will fade. The recognition of people will vanish. But the test you passed in private has already shifted the course of your future. This is why doors you never knocked on will now open. This is why connections you never chased will now find you. Because you endured the silent test. And now heaven is smiling. When heaven responds, it is never symbolic. It is directional. It does not pat you on the back. It rearranges the battlefield. You need to hear this with urgency. God smiled. And that smile is not a soft gesture. It is a divine decree. It means new doors will not only open. They will open without permission from men. It means environments that resisted you will start bending. It means favor will chase you before you even move. The cosmos does not argue with God's delight. The cosmos aligns with it. This is why you feel the ground shifting under your steps. This is why the atmosphere around you feels charged. Because his response has already been released. Think of thunder rolling across the sky. You did not see the lightning strike, but you know the heavens already split. That is what is happening in the spirit realm. Your unseen faith released a strike, and the sound is still echoing. Understand this. God's smile is not passive. It is a command to creation itself. It tells opportunities to report to your door. It tells resources to reroute to your hands. It tells enemies to stand down because you have already been cleared. Heaven's response is not applause. It is alignment. And when the divine aligns, nothing can resist it. Not delay. Not doubt. Not fear. This is the moment your assignment is confirmed. The smile has become the seal. Grace is not decoration. Grace is architecture. It is the invisible structure that holds destiny together. Hear me clearly. Your grace has weight. The world told you grace was softness. But heaven shows you grace is strength hidden in silence. Picture the giant stone under the foundation of a temple. No one sees it. No one applauds it. But if it cracked, the entire building would fall. That is what your grace has been. The unseen stone holding more than anyone realized. This is why you feel the heaviness. This is why you feel stretched. Because grace is carrying tonnage. It is holding not only your survival. It is anchoring futures around you. Every time you chose restraint instead of rage, you added weight. Every time you chose purity instead of compromise, you added strength. Every whisper of patience when pressure screamed at you became another layer of fortification. Now the heavens say this life can carry more. not because of display, but because of endurance. Your grace has turned into a container for blessing, a container for influence, a container for assignment. And that container is expanding. Understand this truth. Grace is the silent architecture of destiny. It does not crumble when storms rage. It does not collapse when people leave. It stands immovable because it is reinforced by heaven itself. That is why you can walk boldly now, not in arrogance, but in certainty. The weight of grace is proof you are trusted, proof you are aligned, proof you are ready for more. Midnight always feels endless, but dawn never asks permission. It cuts through without warning. Chosen one, your midnight was long. The silence was heavy. The darkness seemed eternal. But your endurance has already triggered the first light. The horizon is breaking. The night is over. This is the season of dawn. Your midnight choices became your announcement. Your refusal to collapse became your sunrise. Every hidden act of faith has turned into light cutting across the sky. You are no longer surviving darkness. You are stepping into revelation. Picture the horizon. One thin line of light slices the black sky. It does not request applause. It simply announces, the night has ended. That is your life right now. Your alignment is the light. Your consistency is the signal. Your endurance is the declaration that dawn has arrived. Do not shrink back now. Do not second guess the brightness, because heaven is saying the night is finished. The doors that felt locked are already opening. The paths that looked closed are now revealed. Favor is already moving. Connections are already forming. The light you see is not an illusion. It is the confirmation. Dawn after midnight means you have crossed from silence into sound, from test into testimony, from hidden grace into revealed favor. Stand tall in this light. Walk forward in this dawn. Because once the horizon breaks, it never returns to night. Chosen one, the greatest honor is not applause. The greatest honor is trust. Heaven does not crown you for entertainment. Heaven crowns you for assignment. This is the moment of divine entrustment. God's smile was never just comfort. It was a command. It was heaven saying, this one can handle more. Your private loyalty has become the evidence. Your silent endurance has become the foundation. And now the divine assignment is being released. This is not optional. This is not random. This is destiny. Understand the weight of these words. You are being marked for impact, not status, not vanity, but impact that alters families, impact that rewrites legacies, impact that breaks cycles of defeat. The assignment is clear. You are not here to blend in. You are here to lead. You are not here to seek applause. You are here to carry fire. God's trust is not symbolic. It is functional. Heaven will now put resources in your hands. Heaven will now position people in your path. Heaven will now test if you will lead with the same grace you carried in silence. This is your assignment. Guard it. Carry it. Walk in it with full conviction. Because the divine seal has been set upon your name. The divine assignment has begun. Expansion always comes with stretching. Chosen one, do not mistake this tension. It is not punishment. It is preparation. You prayed for more. You endured for more. Now heaven says you can carry more. But capacity always requires stretching. Your comfort will be challenged. Your limits will be pressed. Your borders will be expanded. This is how destiny operates. The eagle does not grow in safety. It grows when its wings are forced against the wind. The vessel does not expand in ease. It expands when fire heats and pressure increases. You are in the stretching. And this is the sign that expansion has begun. Feel the tension, but do not fear it. Feel the pull, but do not resist it. This is heaven saying you are entering NEW territory. Opportunities will appear too large. Rooms will feel beyond your status. Responsibilities will seem overwhelming. Do not shrink. Do not hesitate. This is the proof that heaven trusts you. When the borders stretch, the capacity multiplies. When the borders stretch, the influence increases. When the borders stretch, the assignment deepens. Understand this. The stretching is not the end. It is the passage into greater impact. It is the announcement that your season of limitation is over. Chosen one, embrace the stretch. Welcome the wait. Because it is the mark of expansion. It is the evidence that heaven is enlarging your territory. The stretching means you are stepping into more. Chosen one, this is the moment of unveiling. The hidden chapters are being opened. The secrets written in silence are now becoming visible. This is not another test. This is the reveal. Heaven does not hide forever. Heaven hides to prepare. And now the time of preparation has ended. The curtains are pulling back. The stage is ready. The witnesses are gathering. What you endured in private is about to echo in public. What you carried in silence is about to thunder in the open. Understand this clearly. The reveal is not luck. It is justice. It is heaven showing the earth what it already celebrated in secret. This is why opportunities are circling you. This is why voices are calling your name. This is why new doors are opening that you never touched. The reveal is confirmation, not of who you pretend to be, but of who you already are. You are chosen. You are marked. You are already proven. Now comes the reveal. The season where heaven says, show them. Show them the integrity. Show them the endurance. Show them the grace that never collapsed. Because the reveal is not to impress. It is to impact. It is to lift those who will walk in your shadow. It is to guide those who need your voice. It is to confirm to the earth what heaven already declared. This is the reveal. Step into it without fear. Because what God affirms, no man can deny. Chosen one, hear this final call. The greatest honor is not applause. It is trust. Heaven trusts you. That is why you are here. That is why this word found you. The smile of God is not fading. It is expanding. It is becoming favor. It is becoming covering. It is becoming assignment. Do not shrink back. Do not second guess. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with clarity. Walk forward with courage. Because your grace has opened the way. Your endurance has written your chapter. Your integrity has unlocked your dawn. Now the season of impact begins. This is not comfort. This is command. This is not survival. This is destiny. Chosen one, rise. Move as one carrying the seal of heaven. Move as one entrusted with divine assignment. Move as one who carries the smile of God. Because nothing can stand against that. This is your hour. This is your calling. This is your mission. So let the world witness what heaven already knows. You are chosen.